work with enterprise customers that have a longer sales cycles, I don't know, like SAP or Zoom or Twilio, it takes a bit longer, but then you look at leading indicators for that. So for example, what percentage of the sales force have actually opened opportunities for this new product? Is this just the 10 people who are engaged from the beta, or is it like 25 people now that are more engaged with this kind of new product, right? So that's like another way of looking at it, which is not directly dollar signs, but it's a leading indicator. What was the increase in open opportunities? Just number of open opportunities after we've done the training for the product launch that you could measure. And I think that what gets me kind of most excited is kind of being able to correlate it in a personal level. So personalization, and we talked about trends and trends in L&D. I think that personalization, because if you think about this kind of sequence of identify, deliver, measure, if you do it for everyone, you have 2,000 people in the sales team, everybody got trained, sales went up. But then in that quarter, you also launched a new pricing and you've done some promotions and you've had a lot of success and you launched, I don't know, something else. So it's really hard to say this is causation, not correlation, right? It correlates, but like when it goes up, it's always someone else that takes the credit. But what if you could do that, the correlation on a personal level? So imagine a system that tracks the performance of each sales rep and kind of matches it to what the others are doing. So if you're selling in a team with 20 other people and they give you a recommendation, say, Eli, you have a problem going from discovery to demo in this product because we've seen that compared to your peers, you're 20% of the, like 20% conversion, while others are 40% conversion. So you're much lower than the other team members. Here's our personal recommendation to you, work on your discovery skills, right? Or work on discovery knowledge of this product. Then the system would deliver that training through an interactive simulation or through learning or through something else. And then they would measure the impact 3 months later. And then now you scale that up to thousands of people. Each one of them gets its own personal recommendation on what they should improve and how to measure it. And then you get an aggregate that you say, okay, there's not just correlation because each one is personalized. There's also causation that comes into that play. So I think that's what gets us really, really excited. It's not just the delivery of the training, but closing the full circle. And it's easier with sales because most of the data is embedded in the CRM and it's well structured. Go from identify, deliver, measure, and add personalization to